Imagine you're just chilling, watching your favorite TV show as a child. Everything's playing out as normal, you're just kind of invested in the characters and whatever adventure they're going on. Then, all of a sudden, things are a little different. Did a commercial break come on? No, can't be. It's not even the end of the episode. Did I accidentally hit the remote or something? No, the remote's all the way over there. So what is going on? Someone's taken over the broadcast, and they have something to say to you. Then it goes back to your regular programmed television, like nothing happened. And you're just sitting there like, what the Today we're going to talk about some of the creepiest and most unsettling cartoon hijackings of all time. Back in May of 2007, families were just on their couches, watching TV like normal, Disney Channel in fact. They were watching this old show called Handy Manny, about this like mechanic guy with some talking tools. Yeah, that show. Basically, what happened was it just randomly cut to some random adult content, porn, whatever you want to call it, dude. You know what it was. And they say it was from several seconds to several minutes of this. Apparently the father of some kid, some 5-year-old kid, he thought that he did something to make the TV mad, and that's why that happened. That poor impressionable child thought he did that. Yeah, so apparently Comcast wrote it off as like some type of system error, some local system error, but nobody was buying that. I mean, even Disney got on them about it. They're like, yeah, can we make sure that never happens again? Because if it happens again, we're probably cutting you off, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, to this day, nobody really knows what happened, why it happened, or who did it, but it's certainly gonna be remembered as a centerpiece for hijackings. Next up, we have one from 2005 of SpongeBob. An episode of SpongeBob aired, but it wasn't the SpongeBob you were familiar with. The familiar upbeat tone was gone, distorted audio, warped background music, and unsettling text crawled across the screen. Words like, "art is dead," burned themselves into the footage, leaving kids staring, not sure what they were watching. The clips quickly spread online, one of the earliest viral examples of the TV creepypastas. The source? There wasn't one. It was never confirmed. Some say it was an internal prank, some people say it's an urban legend, but all I know is that a lot of really good internet horror content came from this as a result. This is literally one of the predecessors, and I gotta give it to that. Now we have yet another Nickelodeon one here. It's actually another SpongeBob one as well. This one happened somewhere around 2009. During SpongeBob's 10th anniversary, fans expected bright colors, nostalgia, and laughs. Instead, the broadcast glitched, characters froze, and their faces blank. The audio dropped to silence, and for just a second, cryptic text flickered across the screen. "We are coming for you," is what it said. Was it a hacker? A rogue employee? No one ever owned up to it. Nickelodeon stayed quiet. But for the people who saw it live, that moment never left. That joint was probably really creepy. Next up, we have one from Foster's Home, and let me tell you something. Foster's Home was literally my favorite cartoon growing up, and it's still one of my favorites, all-time favorites, up there with Regular Show and Adventure Time. We'll get into that another time. We're not going to talk about that. But honestly, I watched so much Foster's back then, I feel like I legitimately may have seen this one myself. I can't recall correctly. I just remember seeing something pretty off-putting when I was a kid. Maybe I repressed it. I might have been a part of this, and I'm scarred. Is this how it started? Someone come help me. So during one of the alleged airings of Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, the show's cheerful tone collapsed. Faces on screen twisted unnaturally, Long silences replaced dialogue, and then, for just a few seconds, cryptic text appeared, flashing and vanishing, too quickly to read clearly. Nobody could say where the signal came from. No one ever confirmed it officially either. But the viewers who did see it definitely never recovered for that, maybe me included. Now the next one is actually from Powerpuff Girls in the early 2000s. Didn't think they tried Powerpuff Girls, but they did. So reports from the 2000s claim an episode of the Powerpuff Girls abruptly shifted into something grotesque. The colors dulled, the voices slowed and warped, unsettling footage spliced itself into the broadcast. Characters stared through the screen, frozen and expressionless. It wasn't just creepy, it felt hostile. No explanation followed either, just rumors and hearsay. And I thought the Powerpuff Girls were supposed to protect us. I'm never watching that show again. So next up we have yet another SpongeBob one, and this one's called the SpongeBob Intrusion one, and I believe it was from 2006. Now this one's a bit harder to pin down actually, but it's just as eerie. Viewers describe an episode cutting to black for a few minutes at a time, only to return with characters standing motionless in a stark white void. No music, just dialogue, just silence. Nobody knows who did it, and nobody knows why. The only thing we know is that some people were certainly traumatized.
There are bugs under your skin. There are bugs under your skin. Dig them out. Dig them out.
Oh, now this is an interesting one, and a kind of a newer-ish one too. So this one actually was Adventure Time, and it happened in, I believe, 2012. During the episode The Hard Easy, Adventure Time fans noticed something was off. Frames glitched, audio warped, and the screen cut to a chilling still of Jake holding a prolonged, unblinking stare. No official statement was ever made, but fans began connecting the events to other Cartoon Network hijacks, suggesting this wasn't random, but deliberate. And I'm starting to wonder at this point if it's just somebody in the studio playing a game every now and then, seeing how many times he can get away with it, because like, how does this keep happening, dude? Y'all need to get a VPN or something. Now the last one we're going to talk about for today is called the Nickelodeon Clockman short. It's a crude, off-putting animation of a humanoid clock that randomly aired during a Nickelodeon block. No music, no jokes, just eerie, distorted silence as the figure ticked away on screen. No recordings of it exist, unfortunately. No acknowledgement from Nickelodeon, as per usual. Only memories. And the quiet, collective unease of kids who saw something they really shouldn't have seen. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, and I might do a part 2, because I definitely have some more I want to dive into and see, because there's definitely some more out there, and I'm gonna go dig them up. I can tell you that for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any other suggestions for videos similar to this, or AUs, or analog horror, any of that, man, send it my way. You already know the deal. I'll get on it. Probably, I don't know, maybe if it's trash, I won't. But yeah, man, until then, make sure whatever channel you're watching don't get hijacked. Otherwise, you're going to get scarred, and probably your kids too. And you don't want to do that. Have a nice day.
We now conclude our scheduled broadcasts for today. Good night.